Welcome back to Blessed Patron de la Papa Andre Peter Paul de Poisson, Roman Catholic / French American Ministries. And this would be another sermon. Hey yo, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Gospel Rosary Station AM 460 Adormus Hymnal. This is your boy, Notorious DRE, chilling with them graceful rosary prayer. Hey yo, sit down and shut your mouth up. This is how them words be, y'all. Alright, now check this out right here. As beloved Saint Apostle / disciple, we'll call him Graceful Apostle. This is the Blessed One speaking. Now sit down and shut up, y'all. Truly yours in faith, Roman Catholic / French American Apostle 460. Today we will be praying the Rosary from the book The Secret of the Rosary by St. Louis de Montfort. Let us begin by reading the preface. Biographers have already told us much about St. Louis de Montfort and the Holy Rosary. Now, with this first English edition of The Secret of the Rosary, we can listen to Montfort speaking for himself, drawing upon his own experience as well as upon the experience of others. He endeavors to bring home to the reader in a simple and straightforward manner, as he himself tells us, the authentic message of the Rosary, namely, that it is a veritable school of Christian life. He sees it including essentially the meditation of the mysteries of the life, death, and glory of Jesus and Mary, with a view not only to honoring but especially imitating their virtues as held up to our consideration in each mystery. For our saint, the Rosary was not simply a method of prayer, it was his most effective tool and weapon in his apostolic work. Fitting has the Church called him an extraordinary preacher of the Rosary. He preached it in season and out of season, established it in every parish where he gave a mission, and judged the fruits of the mission by the subsequent prevalence in its recitation. There was no limit to the power of the Rosary, and to it he attributed much of his success with sinners. Let me but place my Rosary around a sinner's neck, he was wont to say, and he will not escape me. A Dominican territory himself, de Montfort represents the best in Dominican Rosary tradition. Speaking of our saint's contribution to the Rosary, Father Art Pupon, well-known Dominican writer, says, Montfort's genius prolongs in one straight line that of Blessed Alan de la Roque and of Saint Dominic. He completes them by bringing forth a personal grace and interpretation. Commenting on de Montfort's book, Father William says, it goes far beyond mere research. We might say that it contains everything that can be said about the Rosary. About its content and form, its real worth, about the instruction necessary for its appreciation and use. The Secret of the Rosary was written almost 2.5 centuries ago. It is true, but it has lost none of its freshness and timelessness. Indeed, today, in the light of the specific requests of Our Lady of Fatima, or Fatima if you prefer, however you pronounce this word, it will be doubly welcomed by all true clients of Our Lady. We feel confident that it will bring many souls to a better understanding of the Rosary, not only as a prayer, but especially as a way of life. A white rose for priests. Dear ministers of the Most High, you, my fellow priests, who preach the truth of God and who teach the gospel to all nations, let me give you this little book as a white rose that I would like you to keep. The truths contained in it are set forth in a very simple and straightforward manner. As you will see, please keep them in your heart so that you yourselves may make a practice of the Holy Rosary and taste its fruit, and please have them always on your lips too, so that you will always preach the Rosary and thus convert others by teaching them the excellence of this holy devotion. I beg of you to beware of thinking of the Rosary as something of little importance, as do ignorant people and even several great but proud scholars. Far from being insignificant, the Rosary is a priceless treasure which is inspired by God. Almighty God has given it to you because He wants you to use it as a means to convert the most hardened sinners and the most obstinate heretics. He has attached it to grace in this life and glory in the next. The saints have said it faithfully, and the popes have endorsed it. When the Holy Spirit has revealed the secret to a priest and director of souls, how blessed is that priest! For the vast majority of people fail to know the secret, or else only know it superficially. If such a priest really understands this secret, he will say the Rosary every day and will encourage others to say it. God and His Blessed Mother will pour abundant grace into his soul. How wonderful would that be? I'll read it again. God and His Blessed Mother will pour abundant grace into his soul. That would be wonderful indeed. Imagine every breath of air you take is so fresh, so crisp, so cool. That of a breezy spring midday. How wonderful would that be indeed? God and His Blessed Mother will pour abundant grace into his soul, so that he may become God's instrument for His glory and His word. Though simple will do more good in 1 month than of other preachers in several years. Therefore, my dear brethren and fellow priests, it will not be enough for us to preach this devotion to others. We must practice it ourselves, even if we firmly believed in the importance of the Holy Rosary, but never said it to ourselves. People could hardly be expected to act upon our advice, for no one can give what he does not have. Jesus began to do and to teach. We ought to pattern ourselves on our blessed Lord